Nothing like climbing up into the bow and taking a ride down the river to get your day going. Welcome back, guys, to this week's episode of Boneheaded Boaters of the Week. Over the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about decisions that new boaters have to make, and today we're going to talk about something a little different, but we'll still stick on the same track. As a new boater today, we're going to talk about things that people won't tell you about being out on the water, and that's that you're going to experience some hard knocks, and things are going to take abuse. Even though boats are made for a marine environment, it doesn't matter. A marine environment's not conducive for anything, and even boats are going to take abuse from being out on the water. And no matter how well you take care of your vessel, it's likely going to experience some of this abuse. It can be from things just as simple as being out there running them hard on the water, to having issues with weather, or possibly forgetting to install some equipment on your boat, or maybe even because you're not subscribed to this channel. And sometimes you'll even have those dreaded mechanical failures. And then there's the things you don't see on the water, like when you have that mechanical failure and you're being towed by a tow line and somebody misses it. And sometimes that abuse can come from not paying attention. Maybe something distracted you for a few moments and you just took your eyes away from the water, or maybe you were texting and driving.
Check it out. Look at this guy. We're using life vests as fenders. Raw dog.
And then, of course, the damage can always come from not having your vessel properly equipped for the conditions or the location it'll be stored in. And then, of course, there's always one of my favorite ones. That's when we let friends borrow things, or we get around that crew or group of people that we know that things just always go wrong when we're around them, and we know we should definitely keep them away from our vessel, but we ignore that rule anyway.
Anytime we get together.
The key takeaway from this is just knowing that your vessel's going to incur damage at some point in time. It may be a dock scuff, it may just be something light and easy, but don't stress the little things. Too many boaters get out here, and the second they get that first dock scuff, get mad and frustrated. If you just accept it's going to happen up front, you're going to have a much more enjoyable boating experience. Now, obviously we know boats are going to take a beating in our boating lifetime as we're out on the water, but boats aren't the only thing that's going to take a beating. A marine environment's abusive to just about everybody and everything. And so one of the other things that's likely going to take a beating in your boating lifetime that you may not have thought of is probably going to be your body. That's right, I know that may sound like a strange one, but that beating can come in several different forms as well. Maybe you've just been out on the water having a little bit too much fun with friends, and that can cause you to make some clumsy mistakes and possibly fall, or maybe that liquid bravery you've been doing out there with your friends can turn into you doing some things that you kind of regret and wish you hadn't done later. Or maybe you get onto a vessel that you don't really know the captain all that well, and you find out after the fact that that captain is in fact a full send captain, and this can be one of the more dangerous ones because you never know when you're going to run into that person, and nobody ever seems to warn you when you're going to run into that person either, and that can always have some dangerous effects. Now, of course, this abuse doesn't just stop with the boat and your body. Most boaters are still going to have to get that boat down to the lake somehow, which means they're going to have to own a trailer, and they're probably also going to have a tow vehicle of some kind. And of course, both those items are also going to take abuse during your boating lifetime as well. Once again, a marine environment's harsh on everything, which of course is going to lead you into having to take special care of these items to make sure they are maintained and stay in good shape.
Oh, sucks.
And then there's always, of course, our good old friend saltwater abuse. And saltwater abuse can be one of the worst ones you'll experience out on the water. Now, don't get me wrong, if you take proper care and maintenance of all your toys and items that you're using out there, things will be okay. But it definitely adds to the workload when you get into the saltwater because you need to rinse everything. You're going to have to rinse the tow vehicle, the boat, the trailer, in order to keep it all in good working order. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Boneheaded Boaters of the Week. If you ever see anything crazy happening out on your waterways, be sure to hit me up on Facebook or Instagram and let me know, and you might see your stories over here. Just like Brad Roy, Broken Medic, Connor S., Kosarinsky, Dennis Karos, Huffmeister123, McPherson 58, Nicholas Westland, Tony Boudin 2, Westchester Seal, Fast Music 954, Nick Resco, Ink Hayes, Just Ben 37, Marvin Maverick, and Kaylin Nicole did this week. And if you haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button. If not, we're coming to steal your drain plug.